To the Michigan Science Olympiad Regional Tournament Awards Ceremony. My name is Steve Matchett, and I am your Master of Ceremonies from the Chemistry Department. And to my right is Danielle Schneider. She is from Women in Manufacturing. She will be also announcing the awards. At this point, we'd like to invite the teams to enter, so if we can have our processional music. Or we can just hum, that's cool. You don't even have to pick the same song. One more quick round for our competitors today. At this point, those who are able, please rise for our national anthem. At this point, I'd like to call Chris Patchla up to the mic.
Awkward silence. While we're waiting teams, you can sit down. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for our technical difficulties here. We're going to get started. We know you've been waiting for a long time. Welcome, everybody, to the award ceremony. I'm Chris Pakla. I am the director of the Regional Math and Science Center here at Grand Valley State University and the co-director of this tournament. First, I want to say thank you for coming back to campus after 3 years of not being on campus with us. Give yourselves a round of applause for such a great day. And aren't you all so glad that we didn't have any outdoor events today with how sort of cold and spitting and rainy it was? So give a round of applause for National Science Olympiad for choosing those events. So as I mentioned, I'm the director of the Regional Math and Science Center here. You may recognize me from such hits as the opening ceremony video that you watched this morning and being around campus today. I'm pleased to thank you and pleased to welcome you back to our awards ceremony. And I'd like to take a minute to thank those folks from the Regional Math and Science Center that made this happen. So if you could please give some loud thank you for those folks from Grand Valley that made this happen.
President of Grand Valley State University, and I'm so excited to welcome you to the Region 12 Science Olympiad Tournament. This event is fully in person for the first time since 2019, and we love the energy that you bring to our campus. You are a part of nearly 700 students from 40+ teams on our GVSU campus today, along with your parents and coaches, and we are so proud to host you. Participating in these high-impact experiences in the STEM fields will help prepare you for your college and careers, and it will be a valuable opportunity to meet new people and showcase your knowledge and skills. Congratulations on all your accomplishments. You are superstars. Good luck.
Names, because there's just so many people that are here today that have helped put this tournament on, but I do want to name a few of those folks from the RMSC that helped. First off, please give it up for co-director Chelsea Ridge. Chelsea Ridge. We're very fortunate to have two assistant directors here at the tournament. We have Assistant Director Kathy Agee and Assistant Director Tim Evans, who is currently cleaning up all of the events right now. So give it up for our two assistant directors. We also have our Region 12 coordinator. Some of you may have dealt with Shelley or seen some emails from Shelley. Shelley is currently finishing up everything from the scorer perspective to bring us here. So Shelley Michaud, please, give it up for her. And finally, our Assistant Region 12 Coordinator, Olga Martinez-Capistran. Give it up for Olga. I would like to take a moment to thank the partners across the GVSU campus that made this happen, including our facilities team, campus dining, field house, and the rec center, parking services, and the GVPD. They make this tournament possible to have every year. It is a huge event, as you can see from you all being here. It's lots of planning. We send out a work order that is pages and pages long to all of our partners. So we can't do it without them. We can't do it without our faculty and staff partners that are our event supervisors. Hopefully you heard my suggestion this morning to say thank you to them. Hopefully they said thank you back to you, and we're so appreciative for them. And finally, without our volunteers, we really couldn't make this possible. So thank you for all of you in this room that helped us volunteer. Thank you for all of you that recruited volunteers. We're so appreciative. Give it up for those folks. Now, I mentioned I wasn't going to name a lot of names, but we have two very special people that have been helping us out for a very, very long time. And so I'd like to call up Ross Reynolds and Kevin Cole up to the front here. Ross and Kevin, if you can believe it, Ross and Kevin have been working with our Science Olympiad tournament here at Grand Valley for 30 years each. 30 years they've been working with our tournament. And although we can't actually repay them for the time that they have dedicated to this, we hope that this public recognition and also these really awesome jackets that we have here for them might go a little way toward thanking them. So Ross and Kevin, thank you. One more round of applause for everybody. Now, it's almost time for us to wrap up the tournament this year, and with our sights set on next year. But before we have to do that, we've got a couple of additional special guests for me to introduce here. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. George Mcbain, the Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, who is a friend of Science Olympiad and the Regional Math and Science Center. George is also a GVSU chemistry professor who has done both experimental and theoretical research on collisions and reactions of gases for over 30 years. George, take it away.
Thank you, Chris. Wonderful, wonderful day. On behalf of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, I want to welcome you all to GVSU. Congratulate you for all the work you've put in. I have one more request for a round of applause. I'd like a round of applause for all the volunteers and coaches and parents who made this day possible. Thank you. There's anticipation in the room. You're not really here to hear me talk. I have two things I want to say before we get going. First, students, participants, I want you to think back to when you first looked at the descriptions of the events that you competed in today. You understand a lot more now than you did then. That sort of growth in understanding that you get to experience as you study and practice is, to me, one of the best parts of a life in science. That's why I like this job, in large part. I also really like college students, and I get to work with college students a lot. One of the reasons we're so happy to have you on campus and give you the chance to meet some of our scientists and our people is so that you can sort of have them in your network, right? Contact people. Introduce yourself as a Science Olympiad participant. Talk some science. Second, I have the honor to introduce you today to Congressman Peter Meyer. He's a U.S. Congressman representing Michigan's 3rd Congressional District. He's been in that office for a little more than a year. During that time, he's been faced with decisions that were hard to anticipate, called for critical thinking skills, perspectives, knowledge from many different areas. He is from Grand Rapids, graduated from East Grand Rapids High School, Columbia University. Calvin. As an undergrad, he studied cultural anthropology. He was a volunteer emergency medical technician for Columbia University's Emergency Medical Services. He later served in the U.S. Army Reserve and was deployed to Iraq, where he served as an intelligence advisor. After his deployment, he earned his Master's of Business Administration from New York University. From this short description, you can see a few things quite clearly. He saw the benefit of learning about several subjects. He's found ways to put those interests into the service of others, and he dove right in. He's the 8th youngest member of the House of Representatives. I hope the Science Olympiad and our honored guests will inspire you to feel confident to pursue your interests with energy and curiosity. Representative Meyer, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Mcbain, for that introduction. And I also want to thank all of the people who made this event possible. Because over the last 30 years, the Science Olympiad has grown immensely. And it's an honor to be able to host a tournament here in West Michigan. I'm also excited to be at Grand Valley State University to celebrate STEM education more broadly as we celebrate the achievements of these students. Now, it's especially poignant for me to be here, or back here, because about 20 years ago, when I was in middle school, I competed in this exact same competition. So I just want to say it is awesome to see so many bright, sharp students that will be the future. Over 500 students that we had competing here today between the ages of 18 and 11. Events focusing on biology, chemistry, astronomy, earth sciences, physics, engineering. You guys spent the day finding real-world applications to learn and develop problem-solving skills. Now, I know this event places a heavy focus on students, and I know this group has been celebrated before, but I want to recognize all of the teachers, all the parents, all the coaches. Could you guys stand up? Just a little. Thank you. You have made this event possible. You have made these young minds possible, the growth that they have accomplished, not just today, but in their lives possible. And so I'm excited to see everybody here walking away with new ideas to bring back to their schools, to bring back to their classrooms. I'm sure the Science Olympiad in these more than 30 years of success and growth is because of you, because of not just the students, but the parents, the teachers, and the coaches. So we're about to congratulate the winning teams. We're about to congratulate the folks who have risen to the top, but really everybody who participated is walking away here with additional opportunities in science and technology, engineering, and mathematics that will help build and strengthen this country. So thank you for allowing me to return to the Science Olympiad here today, and I'm excited to hand out some awards. So, Chris, let's do it.
Thank you, Congressman Meyer. Now, it's time. You've worked hard, you've practiced, you've built, you've studied, and then you showed up here today. And it's time now for the medal ceremony, honoring your individual achievements, and then followed by the trophy ceremony, which will honor you all as teams. Here to help us are a few very special guests, and I'm going to introduce each one of them, and then we will have them come down and stand in front of their numbers. Steve Matchett will give you some instructions, students, on how to proceed forward here in just a little bit. So first, Representative Peter Meyer is here to give out awards with us. We also have Michigan Senator Roger Victory from the 30th Senate District. We have Ottawa County Commissioner Greg DeYoung. Mayor of the City of East Grand Rapids, Katie Favali. City Council member from the City of Wyoming, John Fitzpatrick. From the MySTEM Network's Greater West Michigan region, the Region Director, Ginger Rohr. From the Regional Math and Science Center and the MySTEM Network's Greater West Michigan region, as the Business, Community, and Education Liaison, Diane Miller. From the Regional Math and Science Center, Kathy Agee. From the Class Dean's Office, College of Liberal Arts and Sciences Dean's Office, you heard already from George Mcbain. Our steadfast 30-year event supervisor, Kevin Cole. From the Science Olympiad Advisory Board, we have Samantha Rubel. And then the MySTEM Network's Computer Science Program Manager, Larry Wynn. Now, they're going to help you get the medals, but we also have two announcers that are going to help us actually talk about the medals. So first, to help us announce, we have Steve Matchett. You've heard from Steve. He's a retired chemistry professor and possessor of an incredible voice for announcing. Steve has helped us out for Science Olympiad as long as I have been involved. So thank you, Steve. We're so appreciative for your participation. Our other medal announcer, please welcome Danielle Schneider. Danielle is a director on the National Board of Women in Manufacturing, otherwise known as WIM, and the chair for the local West Michigan chapter. She's an applications engineer at Pridgeon & Clay, a metal stamping and assembly welding company. WIM was a proud sponsor of our event today and hopes that they can show the next generation what manufacturing is really all about. Let's give a round of applause for our announcers and our medal announcers. With that, I'm going to turn the stage over to our announcers and our medal award givers.
Okay, this part's not too hard. It's where we give you stuff. As your name is called, we will call each of the events out. You will come down to the front. You're going to line up 1 through 6 for each of those sides. This year, instead of getting the medal straight over you, they're going to hand it to you. Just a precaution. At that point, you may air high five, fist bump, do anything that you want. The medal to show your appreciation. Turn, and then it will be followed by thunder applause as they answer to their keys, and then clear you off. We'll get the next one. Sound good? Let's do this thing. In Division C, the event is anatomy. In sixth place, wreath puffer. In fifth place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. In fourth place, it's Hudsonville. Third place, Forest Hills Central High. In second place, we're looking for Byron Center. And in first place for anatomy, Division C, Grand Haven Primary. They reversed it on us. There you go. Whatever. Just go ahead. Go ahead and start the next.
In anatomy category B, sixth place is Riley Street. Fifth place, White Pines. Fourth place, Forest Hills Central. Third place, Lakeshore. Second place, Allendale. First place, Northern Hills.
In Division C, for astronomy, sixth place, East Grand Rapids. Fifth place goes to Byron Center. Fourth place, Forest Hills Eastern. Third place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. Second place, Hudsonville. And in first place, Division C, astronomy, Grand Haven.
In Division B for Bioprocess Lab, sixth place, Riley Street. Fifth place, Lakeshore. Fourth place, Chandler Woods Charter. Third place, Northern Hills. Second place, White Pines. First place, Forest Hills Central.
Good job. In Division C, bridges. In sixth place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. Fifth place goes to East Grand Rapids. Fourth place, Hudsonville. Third place, our hometown, Allendale. Second place, Grace Christian Academy. And in first place, Division C for bridges, Grand Haven.
Division B for bridges, sixth place, Northern Hills. Fifth place, Riley Street. Fourth
In Division C, cell biology. Sixth place, it's Allendale. Then in fifth, we've got Forest Hills Central High School. Fourth place, Forest Hills Eastern. Third place goes to Jenison. Second place, East Grand Rapids. And in first place, Division C for cell biology, Grand Haven.
Division B, Codebusters. Sixth place, Chandler Woods Charter. Fifth place, Holy Trinity Catholic School. Fourth place, Riley Street, Mcbain. Third place, Grace Christian Academy. Second place, White Pines. First place, Northern Hills.
In Division C for Chem Lab, sixth place goes to East Grand Rapids. For fifth place, we're looking for West Michigan Aviation Academy. Fourth place is Grand Haven. Third place, Grace Christian Academy. Second place, Hudsonville. And in first place, Division C for Chem Lab, Forest Hills Central High.
Division B, Brave the Waves. Sixth place, Whitehall. Fifth place, White Pines. Fourth place, Riley Street. Third place, East Grand Rapids. Second place, Lakeshore. And in first place, Allendale.
In Division C for Codebusters, in sixth place, Hudsonville. Fifth place goes to Forest Hills Central. Fourth place, Grand Haven. Third place, it's Allendale. And second place, East Grand Rapids. And in first place, for Codebusters Division C, West Michigan Aviation Academy. In Division C, the event, Detector Building. 6th place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. Followed in 5th by Forest Hills Northern. 4th goes to Forest Hills Eastern. 3rd place, Grand Haven High School. 2nd place, Grace Christian Academy. And in 1st place, Division C, Detector Building, it's Hudsonville.
In Division B, Disease Detectives. 6th place, White Pines Intermediate. 5th place, Lakeshore. 4th place, Riley Street. 3rd place, East Grand Rapids. 2nd place, Northern Hills. 1st place, Vanville.
In Division C for Disease Detectives. 6th place, East Grand Rapids. 5th place, Forest Hills Central. 4th place, Allendale. 3rd place goes to Jenison. In 2nd, it's Hudsonville. And in 1st place, Division C for Disease Detectives, Grand Haven.
In Division B, Dynamic Planet is the event. 6th place, Allendale. 5th place, Excel Charter. 4th place, Northern Hills. 3rd place, Chandler Woods Charter. 2nd place, Riley Street. 1st place, Lakeshore.
In Division C for Dynamic Planet, 6th place is Jenison High School. 5th place is Forest Hills Northern. 4th place, Forest Hills Central. 3rd place, East Grand Rapids. 2nd place, Grand Haven. And in 1st place, Division C for Dynamic Planet, it's Hudsonville.
Division B, Electric Right Stuff. 6th place, Allendale. 5th place, Riley Street. 4th place, Chandler Woods Charter. 3rd place, Grace Christian Academy. 2nd place, White Pines Intermediate. 1st place, Lakeshore.
In Division C, environmental chemistry. In sixth place, Forest Hills Central. Fifth place, Grace Christian Academy. Fourth place, it's Allendale. Third place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. In second place, it's Hudsonville. And first place in Division C for environmental chemistry, it's Grand Haven High School.
In Division B for experimental design, sixth place, White Pines. Fifth place, East Grand Rapids. Fourth place, Granville. Sixth place, Riley Street. Second place,
Sixth is fifth.
and in first place, Lakeshore.
In Division C for experimental design, sixth place is East Grand Rapids. Fifth place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. Fourth place is Hudsonville. Third place is Forest Hills Central. Second place, it's Allendale. And in first place for experimental design in Division C, Grand Haven High School.
In Division B for food science, sixth place, Excel Charter. Fifth place, Allendale. Fourth place, Lackawanna Bay. Third place, Riley Street. Second place, Forest Hills Central. And in first place, Northern Hills.
In Division C, the event is forensics. In sixth place, Wyoming Public Schools. In fifth place, Forest Hills Central. In fourth place, East Grand Rapids. Third place, Byron Center. Second, Grand Haven. And in first for Forensics Division C, West Michigan Aviation Academy.
In Division B for Green Generation, sixth place, Sparta. Fifth place, Riley Street. Fourth place, Granville. Third place, Whitehall. Second place, Lakeshore. And first place goes to Northern Hills.
In Division C for gravity vehicle, sixth place is Allendale. Fifth place, East Grand Rapids. In fourth place, Hudsonville. Third place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. The number 2 slot is Grace Christian Academy. And in Gravity Vehicle Division C, first place goes to Grand Haven High School.
In Division B for meteorology, 6th place, Charter Woods, Chandler Woods Charter. 5th place, Lake Shore. 4th place, Riley Street. 3rd place, East Grand Rapids. 2nd place, Forest Hill Central. And in 1st place, Annandale.
In Division C, the event, Green Generation. 6th place, Allendale. 5th place, Hudsonville. 4th place, Unity Christian. 3rd place, Forest Hills Ether. 2nd place, East Grand Rapids. And Green Generation Division C, first place, Grand Haven High School.
What was third? Forest Hills Eastern? We were, I'm sorry. Forest Hills Eastern.
Yep.
In Division B for Mission Possible, 6th place, Riley Street. 5th place, Grace Christian Academy. 4th place, Forest Hill Central. 3rd place, Northern Hills. 2nd place, White Pines. 1st place, Chandler Woods Charter.
In Division C, the event, It's About Time. In 6th place, East Grand Rapids. 5th place, Forest Hills Northern. 3rd place is Jenison. In 3rd place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. 2nd place goes to Grand Haven High School. And in 1st place for It's About Time Division C, Hudsonville.
In Division B for Mousetrap Vehicle, 6th place, Northern Hills. 5th place, Annandale. 4th place, Chandler Woods Charter. 3rd place, Riley Street. 2nd place, Lake Shore. And in 1st place, Grace Christian Academy.
In Division C, for Ornithology, 6th place, Northview. 5th place, East Grand Rapids. 4th place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. 3rd place goes to Allendale. 2nd place, Byron Center. And in first place for ornithology in Division C, Grand Haven High School.
In Division B for ornithology, sixth place, Allendale. Fifth place, Forest Hills Central. Fourth place, Northern Hills. Third place, Lakeshore. Second place, East Grand Rapids. And in first place, White Pines.
Oh, I thought it was even worse the other way. Okay. Yep. In Division C for pentathlon, sixth place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. Fifth place, Grand Haven. Fourth place, Unity Christian. Third place, Hudsonville. Second place, Forest Hills Eastern. And in first place for pentathlon, Grace Christian Academy.
In Division B for pentathlon, sixth place, Harbor Lights. Fifth place, Grace Christian Academy. Fourth place, Chandler Woods Charter. Third place, Holy Trinity Catholic School. Second place, Riley Street Primary. And in first place, Lakeshore.
In Division C for ping pong parachute, sixth place, Grace Christian Academy. Fifth place, Northview. Fourth place, Grand Haven High School. Third place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. Second place, it's East Grand Rapids. And in first place, Allendale.
And in Division B for ping pong parachute, sixth place is Northern Hills. Fifth place, Chandler Woods. Fourth place, East Grand Rapids. Third place, Lakeshore. Second place, Grace Christian Academy. And in first place, White Pines.
In Division C for remote sensing, sixth place goes to Forest Hills Eastern. Fifth place, Hudsonville. Fourth place, Forest Hills Northern. Third place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. Second place, Grand Haven High School. And for first place in remote sensing Division C, East Grand Rapids. In Division C for rocks and minerals, 6th place goes to Northview. 5th place to Allendale. 4th place, it's Forest Hills Central High School. 3rd place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. 2nd place, Hudsonville. And in 1st place for Rocks and Minerals Division C, Grand Haven High School.
And in Division B for Rocks and Minerals, 6th place, Chandler Woods Charter. 5th place, Northern Hills. 4th place, Lakeshore. 3rd place, Forest Hills Central. 2nd place, Riley Street. And in 1st place, Grace Christian Academy.
In Division C for trajectory, 6th place, Byron Center. 5th place, Grace Christian Academy. 4th place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. 3rd place is Hudsonville. 2nd place, Jenison. And in 1st place, Grand Haven High School for trajectory.
In Division B for Solar System, 6th place, Granville. 5th place, Excel Charter. 4th place, Lakeshore. 3rd place, Forest Hills Central. 2nd place, Riley Street. And in 1st place, Allendale.
In Division C, the event, Wi-Fi Lab. 6th place goes to Grace Christian Academy. 5th place, Hudsonville. 4th place, Forest Hills Northern. 3rd place, Grand Haven High School. 2nd place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. And in Division C for Wi-Fi Lab, 1st place goes to Allendale.
In Division B for Sound of Music, 6th place, East Grand Rapids. 5th place, Cross Creek Charter. 4th place, White Pines. 3rd place, Riley Street. 2nd place, Lakeshore. And in 1st place, Allendale.
In Division C for Right Stuff, 6th place goes to Allendale. 5th place, West Michigan Aviation Academy. 4th place is Hudsonville. 3rd place, East Grand Rapids. Second place, Grand Haven High School. And the winner in Right Stuff for Division C, Grace Christian Academy.
In Division B, for Storm the Castle. Sixth place, Excel Charter Academy. Fifth place, Shamia Woods. Fourth place, Northern Hills. Third place, Lakeshore. Second place, East Grand Rapids. And in first place, White Pines.
In Division C, for Write It, Do It. Sixth place, Grand Haven High School. Fifth place, Wyoming Public Schools. In fourth place, Forest Hills Northern. In third place, Northview. In second place, Unity Christian. And in first place, for Write It, Do It in Division C, it's Allendale.
In Division B, for our final category, Write It, Do It. Sixth place, East. Sixth place, East Grand Rapids. Fifth place, Northern Hills. Fourth place, Grandville. Third place, Excel Charter Academy. And in second place, Holy Trinity Catholic. And in first place, Forest Hills Central.
Okay, I was just gonna have those. We're all done. At this point, I would like to ask our medal presenters to return to their seats. And I want to just take a brief moment. A lot of you have medals, and I can hear as you run up there kind of clinking and making noise as you go. So as you sit there, if you have one medal, hold it up proud, just in your hand. Let's see that medal. If you've got 2 or more medals, let me hear you clink them together. Now, if you have any number of medals at all, I want you to swing them around to the back side of your shirt, away from the front. Because there are people in this room that might not have gotten a medal, and they work just as hard as you do. And someday, they're going to collaborate with you in science and technology, because that's how science works. So give them a round of applause, too. At this point, I relinquish my mic.
Well, how about that medal ceremony? Pretty good, right? So now it's time where we recognize the teams that, in the end, are going to be recognized. certificates for our alternate teams and then the trophies for our teams that are victorious. Before we do that, I do want to recognize a local business that really helped us out with these trophies. These trophies are from Superior Sports in Jenison. So, Superior Sports, if you're watching, we're going to give you a round of applause right now. Now, we will start with 7th place in Division C, which will be receiving an alternate certificate right here on the side here. In 7th place, Division C, East Grand Rapids Middle School.
That was Division B, sorry for the confusion. So East Grand Rapids Middle School, Division B. Division C, in 7th place, getting an alternate certificate, is Grace Christian Academy. You both get the same thing.
Next is Division B, in 6th place, receiving a trophy and an invitation to the state tournament, Lakeshore Middle School. In 5th place, receiving a trophy and an invitation to the state tournament, Northern Hills Middle School. And in 4th place for Division B, receiving a trophy and an invitation to the state tournament, Riley Street Middle School.
In Division C, for 6th place, receiving a trophy and an invitation to the state tournament, Forest Hills Central High School. In Division C, 5th place, receiving a trophy and an invitation to state, Allendale High School. Fourth place for Division C, receiving a trophy and an invitation to state, East Grand Rapids High School.
In 3rd place for Division B, receiving a trophy and an invitation to the state tournament, is White Pines Arizona.
Third place, Division C, receiving a trophy and an invitation to the state tournament, West Michigan Aviation Academy.
In 2nd place for Division B, receiving tournament, Chandler Woods Charter High.
Second place, Division C, receiving a trophy and an invitation to state. Second place, Division C, Hudsonville High School.
For our first place winners, we would invite the coach and team members to come down to accept the award. In first place, in Division B, receiving a trophy and an invitation to state tournament, and team members receiving medals, Allendale Middle School.
For Division C, first place, receiving trophy and invitation to state and medals for the team, is Grand Haven High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our award ceremony today. Thank you so much for coming here today. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Thank you to our very important guests, and thank you to everybody here. We wish you all sorts of congratulations and invite you to return to our tournament next year, March 18th, 2023. Have a great night.
Coaches, scores will be in Olympiad momentarily.